Hello, everybody. Welcome to week one of Design Tools. My name is Daryl Malcolm. I am your course director. Um, Today, we are going to talk about version control and other many things that we're going to do with. Yes, welcome to Florida. Hey, look at that. Oh, I guess the blind's closed. Oh well. I'm gonna walk you through some of this. This is being recorded, obviously. If you are watching live, then yeah, or watching it online, then yes, you know already. Whatever. So let's get started here. Today we're going to deal with version control. If you have questions, if you're here live, go ahead and type them into the chat. If I'm looking over here, it's not I'm ignoring you. I have a second screen right there, so I don't know if you can see the second screen there. So that's what I'm doing over there. All right, so let's get started here and get a few things going. All right, so I have to move some stuff around here. All right. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to install the software. So I nuke it every time just so you can start from fresh. So let's do that. So you can download the software from FSO, and I suggest doing that because the version of the software that I use is an older version, mainly because later on you are going to need that older version for stuff here at Full Sail. There's a compatibility issue, and IT's not allowing us to upgrade that one to fix it. So it was hard enough to get the server and all that stuff working. So they asked me to keep you guys on this version. So I'm like, okay. Second of all, you don't have to register. You don't have to go and hunt the proper software on the website. You don't have to register and wait the 2 minutes to hours to get the reply email back, allowing you to download. So, yeah, that's why I had you do this. All right, so I'm going to go here to downloads. I've already downloaded. The file will be called installfiles.zip. Look at that, installfiles.zip. Okay, so you'll double click on it once you've downloaded it. The nice thing is you don't have to unzip this because we're going to use single files. So if you can figure it out, we're going to run install first. Imagine that, right? Okay, so the first one we're looking for here is Helix Versioning Engine X64. Order doesn't matter. So we're going to run this one first. All right, this is the server, and I'm just going to hit run. I'm not going to extract it because we don't need to. Order is important. This is the server. The reason why we're doing the server here is because I don't want you to have to deal with the real server and internet connection issues and messing each other up and all that stuff. So that's why we're doing it, the server on your own machine. All right, so there is one change that we have to make here, otherwise the next one gets a little whiny. All right, so you see where it says command line client P4? Click the little box next to it, and we're going to choose this feature will not be installed and will be uninstalled if already installed. Say that 3 times fast, right? All right, so we should have 3 red X's there and we'll be good. All right, so we're going to hit next. All right, so leave the port number alone unless you know you are already using that port number. If you know what a port number is, then yeah. If you don't worry about it. Just leave it alone. All right, so we're going to hit next on this. All right, and then we're going to hit start, and we're going to let it run. All right, so we'll hit finish on this. All right, and then we're going to go back to installfiles.zip there. We're going to run install second. All right, now we're going to go for the P4V inst64. This is the client. This is the normal part you're going to be running. So I'll just hit run on here. You'll be running even afterwards when you have to connect to other servers. This is what is called a client. So this will connect to the outside servers and everything for us. Answer yes to the burning question. Have the trolley scroll bar there, right? All right, so we're going to leave this one alone. If you didn't turn off command line client in the previous one, it's going to get whiny here, so you might need to turn it off there. All right, so I'm going to hit next. If you changed your port number, this is where you'll change it again. So you can set the defaults. All right. If you have a different text editing software that you'd like to use, like, Notepad++ or something like that, you can change that here. But we're going to leave it on regular Notepad. So that's good enough for us for now. All right, and you can set up your default username here if you want. It's just visual. So, all right, so I'm going to hit next on this. All right, and then hit start. Yeah. So Eric, did you did we say connection refused? Okay, so either you have you don't have the server running, or it's not there. Other thing could be that you have virus protection firewall software that is getting in the way. Or you changed the port number and didn't. It's not finding it. Those are the reasons. WSA connection refused means that there is nothing there. It's going, I can't find anything. Yeah. Do you have any extra firewall software installed? No. Oh, that's odd. I'll have to look it up for you. All right, so let me hit finish here. All right, we can close this window out. Yeah, just clean it all. It should be fine. Make sure you do a reboot after you uninstall it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. So the first thing I'm going to do is right-click, go to New. We're going to choose Folder. So we're going to create a folder on our desktop here. And I'm going to name this one, just to be easy, Perforce_workspace. All right, so Perforce_workspace. This is where we're going to keep all the files we're working on. So we're going to hit enter on that. All right, we got that. It's just an empty folder, that's all. All right, so let's move on here. Let's go ahead and go to the Start menu. And yes, you can find it up here, what we're looking for in the recently added. But let me show you a shortcut here. All right, so you see how we have the letters here? A, B, C. If you click on the letter, it will change you into this kind of view where you can see everything, the first initial of everything that's installed. So we'll click P for Perforce. All right. And you'll see the Perforce directory there. We'll just click on that. And we're going to choose P4V, the Perforce Visual Client. All right. So we're going to click on that. Doink. All right, you're going to see something like this. It says Open Connection. All right, so first thing it's going to ask you is the server. We're going to leave that alone since we're running on the server on our local machine here. All right, second is your user. All right, so we have to create a new user for you. It's pretty easy. So even though there's something listed there, we need to go over here to New and click on that. So you're going to click New, create a new user. All right. So it's going to ask you a few things, username. Okay, so you can use whatever you want right now, but be prepared in the future you might have to use something more professional than Bong Cleaner 420. I don't know, right? So, all right, so I set that up. Full name, they're probably going to want your full name. No, don't put your boss in. So then who to blame, right? All right. We have not set up a password system for this, so we don't need passwords. So we're going to leave those blank. And an email address, a properly formatted email address. Doesn't have to be a real email address, just has to be properly formatted. All right. So I'm going to use my Full Sail email here. All right. Yes, astaffuse.com instead of .edu. And by the way, if you ever want to know someone's email address, 99% of the time it's going to be first initial, last name, except for the ones that are like super commonly used, first name, last name combinations or initial combinations, or the ones that are kind of evil, like one of my former coworkers that I think's over in web dev now. His name is Arthur Johnson. I'll let you figure that out for a second. Arthur Johnson. Yeah. He said, no, I'm not having that email address. So he got Arthur J. All right. So I'm going to hit save on this. All right. And now our workspace. This one's very important. Perforce is what I like to call professional software. By professional software, I mean software that is not meant for the home user. It is not coddly. It does not like your Aunt Wilma very much, or your grandmother, right? Perforce, think of it like Klingon software. And it wasn't released, it escaped. And it left a bloody trail of QA and user interface designers along the way, right? So, all right. So here's the thing. If we don't fill this next part in right, or we don't set it up right, it's not going to tell you right away that it went wrong. It's going to go, okay, whatever, and work on. Or you think it's going to work on. And then finally, like quite a bit later, it'll finally go, all right, so I can't really use this. So here's what you have to do. Yes, I am saying it is evil. And a lot of the programs you're going to be using from now on are going to be this kind of evil. So let's get going. So we're going to hit new here because we need to create a new workspace. All right, and let me embiggen this here. So what it's going to do is going to create a workspace name out of your username and your computer's name. All right, so let's go ahead and change this. Change this Perforce_workspace. All right. Okay, so you'll also notice down here it says workspace root, and it says like C users odd guy Perforce workspace. Guess what? This does not exist. This does not exist at all. So let's actually go look here. I'm going to copy this. Drop in here, go up here, paste this in. So I didn't put the whole thing in there. So let's see. See, there's no Perforce there, right? There's not even Perforce there. It's just, it's like, I hate you. Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. So, or doesn't exist. So what we have to do is we have to change where this is going. So I'm going to hit the browse button here. All right. And I'm going to go to the desktop. That's where we created the folder. And there's Perforce_workspace. Cool. So I'm going to double click on that to go into it, and I'm going to hit select folder. I like doing that to make sure I'm in the right area. All right, and I'm going to double check here that my workspace root is correct. So it says C users, my username, desktop, and then Perforce workspace. Cool. Confirm that is correct, and then I'm going to hit OK. Don't need to change anything else. Cool. All right, so I'm going to hit OK on this. Doink. And we're going to wait a second here. All right, so first of all, the first thing that's going to pop up here is the Add Files wizard. All right. We are not a wizard. We are a warlock, right? Or a witch, if you're a lady, right? Right? Someone's a Xiaomi, huh? All right. So we're not going to use this because you're never going to be using this. Someone else is going to be setting up the server, and they'll probably put some of the files in there for you. So you're never going to see that, so we're not going to even bother with it. Let's go ahead and hit cancel. So we're going to kill the wizard. All right, I'm going to hit yes because we want to cancel the wizard. All right, so the next thing is going to ask you, would you like to automatically check? No. No, you don't. You don't want to check for new versions because we want to stay on this version. All right, hit no on that. I know, it's like weird, right? Okay, so it's also going to ask you, do you want to share anonymous statistics? That's up to you. Because that's up to you. I don't care whether you do or not. All right, so here we have the Perforce Workspace Visual Client. It is there. So let's prove something. Let's go ahead and hit start. And then we're going to click on the letter. And we're going to click on W for Windows. All right, and then we're going to find here Windows Accessories. So click that. And then we're going to go down here to Snipping Tool. All right, so we're looking for Snipping Tool. You know how like you took a screenshot of Windows being installed and all that stuff? Yeah, we're going to click Snipping Tool here. And I'm going to show you the awesomeness of Snipping Tool. So Snipping Tool is the current version, or is a current utility for taking screenshots on Windows. All right. So we used to have to hit the print screen button and then open up MS Paint and then paste it in there and then save it. Well, we've got a lot better program for this now. All right. So we can do things like we can change our mode. So default here is freeform, which would allow us to like kind of draw select what we want. So here, watch this. So I'm gonna go, I want feed me Seymour, and I created a screenshot like that. Yeah, you can do that. I'm gonna change the mode here to rectangular snip. So rectangular snip isn't all that different, so I'm gonna hit new on this, and you can drag select like that, and that's pretty cool, right? But they're even better than that. All right, so we've got window snip. So window snip is amazing. So what window snip allows us to do is to select just one window. All right, you probably can't see it on mine, but it is currently just highlighting the Perforce window. So I'm going to click on that. And when I click on that window, it will just screenshot that window itself. So I don't have to worry about seeing your tentacle monster background, whatever, right? Cool. So here we have a screenshot of Perforce. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. So we're going to go to File and choose Save As. All right. And of course, I have all of the screenshots. So it's going to whine about already having them. So first thing you're going to change is Save As File Type, because it defaults as like PNG. Just save it as JPEG. It's a lot easier. Yes, Garrett, I just want the window. Because that's all I need to see for this. All right. In this case, in the Windows screenshot one that you're proving that you installed Windows, I want the whole thing. All right. Okay. So we're going to change the name here. See if I can actually highlight this. All right. So it's going to be your last name underscore and install. Cool. All right. So last name underscore install for this first one and hit save. Yes, I already have it there. And you let it override it. Cool. So this proves that you have that installed. All right. So we're going to minimize this because we're going to use it again later. All right. So this is our Perforce client here. So let's go ahead and look around it a little bit. All right, so first thing over here on the left-hand side, you'll notice there are two tabs here, one that says Depot and one that says Workspace. So the workspace one is that folder on the desktop we created. To the left of it here, it says depot. It represents our server, our repository, or whatever. All right, so right now that has nothing in it. All right, so we're going to go back here to workspace because that's where we're going to primarily work. All right, so I've got that. Over here on the right hand side is things that are ready to get going, but we don't have anything because we don't have anything yet. All right, and then down at the bottom we have the log. Yeah, so this is going to show us what's happening. It give you error messages or messages saying things happen. When you take your screenshot, please make sure that it is visible and it is at its lowest point. So you scroll all the way down to the bottom of it. That is one of the ways I can definitely guarantee that you did the right thing. Otherwise, they're going to question you. All right. So either leave it alone or make sure it's scrolled all the way to the bottom. All right. And you need to see the whole thing full. All right. So let's get started here. I'm going to minimize this because we need to add some files. And I don't have a lot of screen real estate on this one screen here. So I'm going to minimize this. Excuse me. And let's go ahead and add a file. So we've got our Perforce workspace folder here. It has nothing in it. Let's start off with the requisite cat picture, right? So remember, what has been seen cannot be unseen. All right. So we're going to close that out. I scared Aaron off. All right. So remember, what has been seen cannot be unseen. That applies to life, right? Poor kitty. Yeah. Sierra? No. No, that was correct. That is correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this in here. All right, so I'm dragging it in here. You'll notice it says move to Perforce workspace. I don't want to move it. I want to make a copy of it. So I'm going to hold down Control and let go of it from there. Okay, so we've got the funny picture of scared cat. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back to the Perforce window here. Right now, it doesn't say anything about it. Perforce can be lazy sometimes, so we're going to hit the refresh button. All right, so it is there now. Okay, so it is there, but if you look very carefully, there's just this white page there. That white page just alone means it's not doing anything about it. So it is on our machine, it sees it, but it's not doing anything about it. So to make it do something about it, we have to add it and then do one more step. We'll take care of that. All right, so we're going to click on our object here. So in this case, the funny pictures scared cat.jpg. So we've selected that. And we're going to go up to this really cryptic button at the top to make sure to add it in here. So it's the one that has the plus. Yeah, that. We're going to click the plus button. All right. So we're going to click the plus button, and then I'm going to change. Well, I'm going to leave that default, and then I'm going to hit OK. All right. So now you'll notice that there's a little tiny 6-pixel high plus there. That means it has been marked for adding. It's not on the server yet. It's not on the depot. It's just been marked for that. So there's a reason for that, and we can add a whole bunch of files and then tell it to transfer it. It's really useful when you have to add a bunch, but we don't want to wait for it, so we kind of get it ready. And then, we can upload it to the servers. Especially if you're like rendering a cutscene and you're rendering it like super high resolution, like 8K uncompressed frames, in case, sometime in the future you want to do a remake of it. Whatever. So, and that can be very large and we can have to wait for a while. So we'll set that up and then we can select it here and then hit submit because we want to make it submit to our will. So you can do that right before lunch. So you can go out and have lunch and hey, I'm waiting for this file to upload. All right. So you also notice here there's some very angry red text here. So this angry red text is saying, moron, write a change list description. All right, so basically what this is you're supposed to fill in what you have changed about the file. In this case, we've just added the file. All right. So added the picture. All right, so I'm going to hit the submit button here because I'm going to submit it. All right. Now you'll notice that it is changed to a kind of a, if you look really closely, there's like some lines there, and then there's a green dot. All right, that means it is now over in the depot. All right, so it's in the server. All right, so this could take a while if that is a remote device, but this is not a remote device. You're copying a 30.5 kilobyte file from one portion of a solid state drive to another portion of the same solid state drive. So there's not a lot of work there, right? All right, so we've submitted that one. Let's do it again, but let's do some more files because I want to show you how to add multiple at once. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to that folder. So we're back in our Perforce Workspace folder. And then we're going to right-click and choose New. And we're going to choose Text Document. All right, so Text Document. I'm going to name this one Items. All right, I'm going to hit Enter. Let's fill that in. So what items might we carry on an adventure? A weapon, pointy stick, water, all right. A portal gun, okay. Eric is very, very useful. TP for a bunghole, right? Light, okay. And I see someone said armor. A notebook. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and save these. So I'm going to your file and choose save because I've already saved it. It already has a file. So let's close that out. Let's do another one. So we're going to right click, new, and then text document. Let's call this one bad passwords. All right, so we got bad passwords in there. And well, let's fill out some bad passwords. Yeah. What else? Admin. Death to the world. There you go. Yeah, those aren't bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and save those here. All right, so we've got those, and well, let's go ahead and add the syllabus, right? You did read the syllabus, right? Let's see. Preview. About. So if you go over to the About section over here, you can find the syllabus for design tools. All right. So, well, those are good passwords. So we're going to choose course syllabus there. Let's go ahead and open that up. This was a bad passwords. All right, so let's go ahead and download that. And we'll put it right here in the Perforce workspace. Can you tell I've done this lecture a few times? So I'll save that there. See, by the way, this is awesome. Generate a secure password. Oh, how about 100 characters long? All caps, all the numbers, minimum. Yeah, how about 25 characters? Here's a password for you. Okay, so we've got that. So we've got our bad passwords, the items.txt, and the course syllabus, right? You could, but 100 characters, yeah, you're going to be at that a really, I believe the heat death of the universe will come first at this point. So, good luck with that. Okay, so we've got all those files there. Let's go ahead and add them in. Now, Perforce might see a few of them already. We're just going to hit refresh to get the rest of them there. Okay, so let's go ahead and add these here. So the one we already have here is Funny Pictures Scared Cat. All right, we don't need to add that one. We're going to add all the others. So one of the ways we can select all these is you can drag select from the bottom here, left mouse drag, and then hold down Control and select the one that's already there. All right, so now we have all these. Or you can click on the first one, hold down Control, and select the rest of them, right? Yeah, it's any way you wish to do that. All right, so I've got those, and I'm going to go up here and hit the Add button. All right, I'm going to fill in the change list so I don't get yelled at, right? Okay, so hit New and do more files. More files. All right, I'm going to hit OK. Doink. All right, so they're all marked for add. Cool. And then hit Submit button. All right, so it's going to say, okay, well, we've got our change list there. We've got our ones listed here. You can uncheck ones you don't want to upload yet. Garrett, oh, there's a red triangle on there. All right, which one? Wow, there's also a red triangle on mine there under pending. Syllabus. You might have the file still open, so close it out in your browser. And maybe hit refresh on that. You might have to add it again. So I believe that is, it's in use. All right, so we're gonna hit the submit button here, because again, we want to make it submit to our will. Submit. Cool. Garrett, is it any better now? You're trying? Okay. If it doesn't work, go find another file. That'll be fine. All right. So all of our files are there in the depot. They're listed there. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Well, like the song says, time to take a selfie, right? Or a screenshot in this case. So let's go ahead and take a screenshot and click on the screenshot tool down here. It's the scissors with the circle thing here, using the snipping tool. So I'm going to hit New. All right, I'm going to click on the Perforce workspace window. So now we have a screenshot of that. Notice down here at the bottom, it has all that good stuff. All right, so we're going to save this. It likes to hide the cursor because it puts it down into like a 1 point in there. Yeah, that's not cool. So we're going to hit save on this. So we're going to hit save snip. All right, and we're going to name this one last name underscore add, because we're adding files. Imagine that, right? So we're going to hit enter on that. Yes, I want to replace that. Cool. Guess what? You now have a 40 on your test. Isn't that awesome? That test been assigned. A 40. You have a 40 now. Yep. All right. Don't ever tell me I didn't do anything for you. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and minimize this. Okay. So if you look at these files, they have the file name and then this after it, right? That's not hashtag 1 of 1. That's number 1 of 1. That means this is the first version of one version. All right. When you see those two numbers match, that means you have the latest version of the file. All right. So we have the latest version of the bad passwords and the funny pictures, scared cat, all that kind of good stuff. So when they don't match, it means you have an older version of it. All right. So every time we add a new one, it counts up on the last one. Yeah, I know, Eric. Yeah, pretty much. It's the new whippersnappers. We have to remind that when we chase them off our lawn, right? Cool, Garrett. Excellent. Okay, so what if we want to modify some of this stuff? All right. Well, I'm going to go back here. Click on this, and let's go ahead and modify the bad passwords. Let's throw in a bad password. All right. Oh, well, it didn't allow me to keep that one. Let's go ahead and grab one here. Let's see. Generate secure password. Let's run that a few times. Copy the password. Minimize that. And paste that. There we go. Yeah, you think you're going to brute force that one? Good luck. All right, so let's go ahead and save. File, save. Oh, that's odd. Save as. All right, we'll save it over that one. Yes, I know it already exists. Ooh. So you notice here it's saying this file is set to read only. Try again with a different file name. Okay, so this is it basically saying you're a moron. With enough GPUs, I'm going to tell you, it's going to take a lot of really high end. Like I've got a Titan XP, and we had lost the password to something, and I needed to brute force it. And yeah, let's just say, I think we're up to like 6 characters. And it was already showing like several days. I think it was already up to like 3 days to finish all the 6 character passwords on a Titan XP. So, and that was 100 characters. All right, so let's go ahead and close this, or at least the save as, because we don't need that anymore. Here's the thing. What it's telling us is that we missed a step. All right, and that step is that we didn't check it out. Yeah. Yeah, this one was a password that could be anything, including non-Roman characters. So we're talking like white characters. So, all right. So what we need to do is we need to check out the file. So we have bad passwords. So we need to check this file out. So we need to check it out. That's easy. Select it. See the cryptic button here that says checkout with the check on it? Yeah. So click that. I'm going to hit OK on this. All right, so it's checked out, and you can see that it's checked out because there's a check on it. Yay! Right? Okay. Let's go ahead and save this again. File, Save. Okay. Hey, that didn't whine this time. That's because we checked it out. All right, I'm going to close that out. It is checked out. So once we've made our changes, we need to submit those changes to the repository, or the depot in this case. So we need to hand it off. All right, so I'm going to hit the submit button here. All right. And you will notice, hey, it wants the change list, new password. All right. So you can hit submit on that. And you'll notice it now says badpasswords.txt number 2 of 2. All right. So this is the second version of 2 versions. We now have a second one there. Cool. All right. So that was a lot of work to do that. There's an easier way of doing this. All right. So if we right click on the file, we can actually go here to down here to the, let's see, 4, 5, 6 one, and choose checkout and open. Exactly, Eric. Checkout and open. So what it does is it checks it out for us and opens it with the default program. All right. So let's see what else. Yeah, you know what we forgot? Crap food. What's wrong with you people? All right, so let's go ahead and save this. And close that out. All right, so we've made the change. Right click. Well, I guess we could submit it that way. Forgot that. Just click it and hit submit. All right. Submit to our will. Okay, so we got that. Hey, look, there's the second one, 2 of 2. Cool. All right. So, we should probably take a screenshot. All right. Click new. Click the window, and there we have 2 of 2 there. Let's go ahead and save this. So I'm going to hit the save snip right there. All right, so this one is going to be our last name. Underscore commit or submit, it doesn't matter. Because we're submitting changes or committing changes. Either one's fine. All right, save. And yeah, apparently I haven't saved a submit on this one, but commit is fine too. All right, cool. All right, let's minimize this. All right, now that bad passwords that we had there, right? Right, that password that we added actually wasn't terribly bad, was it? It was actually pretty good, right? And maybe we shouldn't have that in the bad passwords list. I mean, if someone did choose that one, then that would be kind of awkward, right? So yeah, let's just remove it because we don't need to have that check in there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on bad passwords here. Right click on that. All right. So I am going to go down here. You see where it says, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the bottom. All right. This is rollback. So we're going to click on rollback here. All right. And it's going to pop this one in here. All right. So it's giving us a choice here. We can immediately just roll back to the previous version. So we can go to revision 1 of 2. Or if we had multiple revisions, we could go in here and, choose the specific revision that we want. Since we only have one other one in there, I'm just going to hit this first one. All right. So I'm going to hit, oh, by the way, remember how I said it was like, they left a bloody trail of UI designers and QA? Well, this is one of the places. This is the trolley place here. So normally the save is in the middle and the submit is over here. Not this one. So make sure you hit submit in the center here. All right. And it fills out the change list for us because, rollback. All right, and we're going to hit the submit button in this case because we want it to submit to our will. All right, you'll notice here, bad passwords is now labeled number 3 of 3. So what it did was it went and pulled that first one and committed it as the current one. So when everybody pulls it, they'll automatically get when they get the latest version, they'll get the last one there, the rolled back version. Cool. Okay, so in fact, we can go back there and look at it. Hey, look, that password's no longer there. Cool. Okay. Dope. Like the song says, let's take a selfie. So, new. Click. We're going to save this one as last name underscore rollback. Last name underscore rollback. Helps so I can type. Yes, I want to replace it. It did. It was just. It just wasn't showing because it's keeping it the right size. All right. Good call, Eric, though. Cool. Okay, let's see. We are at 80 now? Yeah. Okay. We have one left to do. Now, watch this one. This next part, Jeez, Eric. That other Eric. All right, so I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to minimize this as well. You know, it would be a shame. Yeah. It'd be a shame if something happened to our files, right? It'd be an absolute shame if, say, they got deleted, right? Oh no, right? Yeah, that's bad, right? Bye-bye, kitty. Exactly. But it's not the end of the world because Perforce is awesome. All right. If I hit refresh here, you'll notice that all that stuff in our workspace will go away. It's because it's not on the hard drive there anymore, right? But if I go back over here to Depot, hey, look, all of our files are still there, even if I refresh it. So I'm going to select them all. And I'm going to right-click. And I am going to choose Get Revision. All right, so the third one here is Get Revision. And so make sure all the files you want are in there. You can add or remove ones you don't want to deal with. And I choose Get Latest Revision because I want the latest version of all the files, right? Okay, so I've got that. Now, the last thing I have to do before I can hit the Get Revision button down at the bottom is I need to check this force operation. All right. Basically, what that's going to make it do is it's going to say, do it anyways, even though you think the files are there, because they're not. All right. So it thinks the files are there. So if we don't do that, it's not going to work. All right. So I'm going to hit force operation. I'm going to choose Get Revision. Twink. Now I'm going to click back on the workspace. And hey, look, those files are there. Let's go look at that folder. Hey, look, they're back. Isn't that beautiful? All those files are back. Cool. Okay. So, just in case. All right. Now, let's say we want to get rid of a file. All right. So let's say you're done with design tools. You're like, I'm done. I don't want to see this ever again. I don't want to be reminded of it, right? So we've got our syllabus here, right? What if we want to get rid of it? Well, the proper way to get rid of it is to right-click on it. Well, actually, if we just click on it and go up here and hit the delete button. All right, so what that's going to do is it's going to ask you for a change list. Yeah, you're like, what, really? But we're getting rid of the file. Oops. right, so we're going to hit OK on that. So it's actually got rid of it here in the list. And if we go back to the depot, it is marked for deletion. It's got the angry red X there, right? So we could pull it back if we wanted to, but we don't. So to make it kind of go away out of our list here, we're going to hit the submit button. Doink. Submit. And it goes away from the list here. Cool. Okay, well, let's take a screenshot. Hit new. Click. And let's save this. So last name _ delete. Doink. Yes, I want to get rid of it. Cool. Well, that's really what I have to show you. Now, that file is gone, but not really gone. Okay, let's take a look. Now, this isn't part of the lesson, and you probably won't have access to it, but just watch for now. So I'm going to go up here to Tools. All right, I'm going to go to Administration here. Doink, and it's going to pop up in a window. It says, if you proceed, you'll become the sole user with super user access. You will need to specifically grant other administrators super user access. Do you want to proceed? Yes. That is because we are the only ones on these servers. Okay, so we've got all this stuff here. I'm going to go to depots right here. I'm going to click that. I'm going to click the arrow next to depot. And, oh, hey, look. The syllabus is still there. Oh, no. Right? So what if that syllabus had, like, I don't know, something you don't want people to see, right? Let's get rid of it in the most awesome way possible. We're going to right-click on it, and we're going to choose the obliterate option. Yeah, the obliterate option. Exactly. We don't want to see that, Eric. So the obliterate. So actually, this can be useful. So let's say you were creating that video or the cutscene that had the 8K uncompressed frames. Let's say you're working on it and your boss comes by and goes, well, I don't like this. Change this. And you, all right, I'll change it. You change it, and then, you know, you get it all, you upload it all, or you store it in Perforce here. And then the boss comes by again and goes, I don't know, maybe it looks better this way. Says you change something. So you change it. You upload that change. Because, yeah, you don't want to lose that work that you've done. And then he comes back later and goes, let's go this way. And you change it again. Well, that's like several terabytes you're probably using because that's a giant file. And the problem is it starts eating up space on your, yeah, it sounds like bad client or boss, right? It starts eating space on your server, valuable space that you can do other things. Well, if you use obliterate, we can actually trim down what we're storing. So in this case, we could tell it obliterate all revisions, which means just get rid of the whole file for all of time. We can say obliterate everything up to a certain point. So everything from when I started up until last week can go away, right? And then the last choice here is obliterate everything between these two revisions. So you can get rid of that week your boss decided to go on the micromanagement session on you, right? So you can get rid of that to kind of clean it up. In this case, we're going to obliterate all revisions, and I'm going to hit the obliterate button here. I feel like it should have like one of those plastic covers that you have to turn the key to open it and then hold it down, right? All right, so it says, warning, obliterating alters the Perforce server database to permanently remove all references, like blah, 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 blah. Basically, are you really, 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 really sure that you want to get rid of that? And you check the checkbox, yes, I want to obliterate proceed with obliterating files. Okay. And the file was purged. You're like, wow. Right? Okay, and that file is gone. Yeah, exactly. Wait, I wanted that one. That's exactly what you say. And then you duck because someone wants to punch you, right? Cool. Okay, so what I want you to do with those files is to drop them in FSO. I don't want them compressed. I want them as individual files. I don't want them in a document. I won't. I don't want them on a plate. Won't eat them with a fork. You get the idea, right? I just want those files alone. Just drop them on. Drop them onto FSO. Cool. JPEG if you can. Yes. That was a reference to Green Eggs and Ham. Sorry. If you haven't read Green Eggs and Ham, it's brilliant, right? Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? No, week 2 will not open up during the break. Yeah, because then I got to support it during the break. Actually, they told me not to open it up during the break because it's a break. Yes, Sierra, you have a break next week. Can it be in a picture? Yeah, sure, as long as it's not, as long as it's safe for work. Yeah, next week is 4th of July week, like Wednesday, like literally a week from today is 4th of July. Yeah, I know, right? You're like, already? Yes, it is all week. All week. It's our summer break. Eric, Eric, Eric. Dude. So, yeah. So you need a picture, safe for work picture. Garrett. So, safe work picture, 2 text files, and um, your, um, the PDF from FSO. I don't need those files back. I just need you to give me the screenshots. That's it. Robert, then that means you get like overtime, right? More money, right? More games, stuff like that. There you go. Yes, occasionally I play Fortnite. Not as much as I want to. Yeah, this week I'm going to try. Yeah, I stink at it, but I had fun at still anyways. Uh, yeah, I'm going to try to release my game this weekend. Or this week. So no, I got enough games. Actually, recently I've been playing um, Mechanic Simulator 2018. Uh, if you get bored, I have a Twitch channel. So I do all kinds. Well, I only just started using it, so it's still kind of new to me. I need to play 2 and 3, or 2 first. Yeah. Cool, Eric. Oh, all right. Cool. That'll work. Actually, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Garrett? Yeah, the new Pokemon. Hold on, I'm going to end the recording. So That's fine. All right, let's go ahead and stop this. All right, guys, watching online or watching recording, have fun. Enjoy your spring break or summer break, and we will see you not the upcoming week, the week after. Cool.